Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and healthy. So today again we are here for learning science. In science we learn about different type of things, different type of material. We also learn about different types of clothes. We learn about our body parts, we learn about different type of animals, and we learn about different type of food. Right? So today we learn something new. So let's start our today's lecture. As you know, I am your science teacher Mubasira Miss from Mahadev School, and today we continue our lesson number 11. Our today's topic is uses of air. It means we learn about air, and today we learn what is use of air. So first we revise our lesson and then we start our today's topic, right? So today we continue our lesson number 11, air, with new topic uses of air. So let's start our today's lecture with one beautiful line. The line is start each day with grateful heart. It means when you start your day with happiness, with good vibes and with good thinking, then your day will be great. So that's why start each day with a grateful heart, right? So when you wake up in the morning, you have to be happy, and because of that your whole day go happy, right? So for new beginning, new day, you have to be grateful, right? So with this beautiful line, let's start our today's lecture. First we revise that what we learn in this lesson, and then we start our today's topic. So our lesson number 11 is about air. So here you can see the picture of things in which we are using air, and with these things we can understand that different type of properties of air, that we can feel air in different things, we can move things with air, and we can dry clothes with air, and we feel balloon with air. So this lesson is about air. So our lesson number 11 is air. What is name of this lesson? Name of this lesson is air. So in this lesson we learn about different uses of air, what is air, what is properties of air, right? So let's start our today's topic with one revision. So when we start this lesson with air. That what is air? And air is all around us. From previous lecture we learn about air, and we learn that air is all around us, right? First we see that what is air. So first we revise our lesson. What is air? Air is all around us. So as I told you that you all are breathing, all living things, animals, human beings, birds, trees, all these things are breathing. So in breathing we all are taking air. So now you can understand that air is all around us and we cannot see it, but if you breathe, it means air is all around us, right? So here you can see the picture of air. You can see we cannot see air, but you can understand that there is air around us. You can see tree, you can see sky, you can see one house, but you cannot see air. Why? Because air is invisible, but we can feel it. So we learn about air is all around us. We cannot see air. When you feel balloon with air, you can see the balloon. That balloon is blowing, but you cannot see air. So we can feel it. Then we learn that air is all around us. The next question we learn is, can we see air? So as we learn in this lesson that we cannot see air, but it is all around us. So when you are breathing, you are taking air in your breathing. So it means air is around you, but you cannot see. as we learn in lesson number 1, 2, 3 that keep our surroundings clean, and we learn about trees, right? So these trees are keep air clean. In lesson number 2 we learn about natural things, air, water, right? So air and water are most important thing for human beings, and air is the first most important thing for human beings. So we all are taking breath and we are taking air in breathing. We can feel air when it move. So when things move we can feel air. And how it is possible? Let's see that how we can feel air. So you on your fan you can see air? No, you cannot see air. But if something is in front of fan and fan is on, then the things are moved. So that's why you know that air is all around us and you can feel air. So when you on fan, you can understand that there is air. So as I told you that what is the process of fan, right? So when we on the fan collect the air from atmosphere and throw it on us. That's why we get air from fan. So when you see the picture of balloon, they are moving. How? Because of air. If there is no air, the balloon are as it is. They are not moving. When you see papers, so papers you can see papers are in room. You can see they are moving. Why? Because of air. If you not on fan, then the papers are not moving, right? So air makes thing move. When you fly a kite, you need air to fly a kite. Why? Because of air the kites are moving. If there is no air in atmosphere, you all know that kite cannot fly. Again and again you are trying, but kite are not going in sky. When we dry clothes, we all know that clothes are moving. It means there is air. We also learn that moving air is called wind. When air is moving from here to there, it means moving air is called wind. Then we learn about sailboat. It is one type of boat. With this boat, people are going in sea, right? So what is use of this boat and how it works? The white color clothes you can see, it is a shell of the boat, right? So when the wind is inside this shell, the boat is moved. So that's why here you can see the picture of shell boat which is moving. So shell boat move with help of wind, and moving air is called wind. So we learn about this in this lesson, right? Then trees are moving with help of wind. Here you can see the picture of trees. Leaf of tree are moving. You can see here again. These all things we learn. Balloons are moved. So we learn air is all around us. We cannot see air, we can feel it, and things can move with help of air like kite, clothes, paper, sailboat and balloon. Moving air is called wind. Then we learn about air fills up space, air has weight, air gives shape, right? So these three things we learn in previous lecture. So what we learn? That first we learn about air fills up space. So here what you see on your screen? It is balloon. You can see here balloon. Now you think that where is space in this balloon, right? So here you cannot see space in this balloon. But when you fill this balloon, you can understand that there is space in this balloon. Now how it is possible? Let's see. When you see balloon, first thing in your mind is, what we do with balloon? Simple thing, we all are blowing balloon when we see balloons. When you are going in any birthday party, you can understand that there is lots of balloons, right? So how we feel balloon? If you want to blow balloon, what you do? Here you can see one boy is telling that I want to blow balloon. You can see the empty balloon here, and the boy want to blow this balloon. Now let's see. Here you can see empty balloon. It is filled balloon. Now the question is that how we fill this balloon and what we use to fill this balloon, right? Question? Yes or no? So what we fill in balloon? We fill sand, we fill water, we fill vegetables. Let's see what we fill in balloon. Here you can see one cartoon. What the cartoon is filling in the balloon? Again you can see. It is air. Yes or no? Now when you take balloon from shop, and what you do with it? You blow this balloon with your mouth. And what you feel in this balloon? You feel air. Right? So what we feel in balloon? We feel air in balloon. Now you can easily understand that air fills up space. When you take balloon, you cannot understand how many space inside the balloon, but when you blow balloon, you can easily understand that there is space inside the balloon, right? So how we fill balloon? Here you can see it is the machine. There are machines available for blowing balloon. So you can understand here, with help of this machine, the balloons are blowing. And what we fill in balloon? We fill in this balloon air, right? When you buy balloon, you fill balloon with your mouth, right? But in many companies, they are doing business of balloons, and they are doing this type of things to blow balloon. Here you can see the machine of balloons, right? So we learned in previous lecture that we fill air in balloon. Then we learn that air has weight. How it is possible? Let's see. First, here you can see two pictures. One is empty balloon and second is filled balloon. So what we called when we fill air in balloon? We called it blown up balloon. And when there is no air inside this balloon, what we called it? We called it empty balloon. So when you are going to buy balloons, you get only empty balloons. There is no shop who blow balloon and sell it. So when you buy balloon, it is empty. When you start blowing balloon, here you can see blown up balloon. Now which balloon is heavier? Think in your mind. Now when you buy balloon, buy two balloons, and what you do? First one balloon you blow, and second is leave as it is. Now in your both hand, in one hand you put your blown up balloon, in one ear you put empty balloon, right? So which is heavier? Here you can see seesaw in garden. So when you sit in seesaw, which part of the seesaw go down because of weight? Who is heavy, right? So like that, here you can see one is empty balloon and second is blown up balloon. So these two balloons from these two balloons, which part of the seesaw is down? It is second one, which is blown up balloon. So which is heavier and which is lighter? Let's see. The light balloon is up, as we know that if thing has no weight, it is going up like seesaw in garden, right? So heavy balloon is, you can see here. So it means air gives shape to the things. Air has weight, right? So then we learn in previous lecture that what we feel with air, we feel water wings, we feel air bed, we feel hovercraft, life things, life jackets, wheels, bicycle wheels, car wheels, right? All these things we feel with air. And we also learn that mostly things which we are using in water for stay on the water filled with air. It means air has weight, but when you fill things with air, the things are up, right? So that's why these all things, when you put in water, they are on the water. When you fill balloon and try it at your home, take one balloon, fill with water, right? And when you fill with water, put inside the water and take second balloon, fill with air. And now you think that which balloon is up and which balloon is going down. You can easily understand that air is on the water. Uses of air, right? So till now we learned that what is air. Air has weight, air fills up space. We also learned that air make things move. We also learn that we feel air in different type of things. Air gives shape to the things. So today we learn is uses of air, right? So when we learn lesson number 2, we learn about natural things, air and water. When we learn about living things, we also learn that living things need air to breathe in. Yes or no? So first use of air is breathing. The most important thing for living things is air. So let's see uses of air. So first here you can see the picture of uses of air. First, plant and animals need air to live. In lesson number 2, we learn about 4 type of things: living things, non-living things, natural things and man-made things, right? So when we learn about living things, we learn that human beings, plants, animals are living things. So we also learn that what we need to breathe, we all are breathing. All living things are breathing. So what we take in breathing? We take water, we take food. What we take? Revise your lesson number 2. We all are breathing through nose. And we are breathing through nose. It means we are drinking water with mouth. We are eating food with mouth. But what we take in breathing? We are taking air through nose. So all living things, plants and animals need air to live. The first thing and most important thing for living thing is air. Why? Because every second we need to breathe, and that's why we need air to breathe. So you can see humans need air to breathe. Birds fly because there is air. So birds fly with wings. But when we learn about air, if there is air or wind in atmosphere, they can fly easily, right? Then we learn that we feel air in balloons, footballs, cycle tires, right? Now as I told you that when you ride a bicycle, right? So if there is no air in wheel, then you cannot ride bicycle. Why? Because it is heavy. When you blow tire with air, then you can ride bicycle easily. When you are going on road and if your vehicle's tire puncture, then you cannot ride vehicle, right? Why? Because you need to feel air inside it. Air is needed for burning, and air is used to make things move like kite, helicopter, sailboat and windmill. So these all things are moving because of air. So first we learn that first use of air. What is this? It is breathing. Here you can see one person who is doing exercise, right? And every moment you are breathing, and you can see the air is all around us. We are taking air in breathing. We are also take out air in breathing. So we take and release air in breathing. So air is all around us, and first use of air is breathing. Not only human beings, animals are also breathing, plants are also breathing, right? So you can understand that first use of air is breathing. Here you can see the different pictures of breathing, right? So we all are taking oxygen in breathing. When we are release carbon dioxide in breathing. So when trees are breathing, they release oxygen and they take carbon dioxide, right? So if you need fresh air, you need to grow trees, because trees are also breathing and they are taking carbon dioxide and give us oxygen, right? So you need oxygen to breathing, right? Next picture is also about breathing. So we all are taking air in breathing. Then animals are also breathing. Every animals are breathing. But when we learn about fish in lesson number 5 and 6, we learn that air also needed for fish for breathing, right? But fish is living inside the water. Right? So there is a thin air available in water, inside the water. So they take air from the water, but fish has no nose. Right? So that's why fish breathe through gills. Here you can see the picture of gills. Right? So every fish is living thing. Right? And we can see that here gills, and they are taking oxygen from water. But the thing is that the oxygen which is available in water is very thin compared to the oxygen which we are taking in breathing. So when fish we take out from the water, fish will die. Why? Because the air in atmosphere is thicker than air in water. That's why fish will die if you take out fish from the water. So how fish take breath? Through gills. So animals, birds, plants are breathing, and they are taking air in breathing like human beings. The second use of air is we use air to dry things. Here you can see the picture of clothes. So when we wash our clothes, we dry clothes on terrace. Yes or no? Right? Why we put clothes on terrace? Why we not put clothes in cupboard, directly wet clothes? If we put clothes in cupboard, They will dry? No. So we use air to dry clothes, right? When our mother is mopping in our house, right? So what our mom is doing to dry floor? On fan. In any season, if it is winter, if it is monsoon, if it is summer, if our mother is mopping, so what she do? On the fan. And you cannot walk when she is mopping on the floor. Yes or no? Anything you can do, but when your mother is mopping on the floor, you cannot move here and there. Why? Because the floor is become dirty, right? So that's why we use air to dry things. Here you can see the picture of one ball, and it is air pump. This pump you can see in garage also. If you have car or if you have vehicle, so mostly people buy this pump for their use. And why we are using this pump? It is air pump. So when you feel anything like ball, like tire of bicycle, tire of car, so we need this pump. And what is use of this pump? This pump fill air in the different type of things, right? So you can see here ball which fill with air and use of pump. So we fill things with air. When you are going in long journey in your car, so first thing your father is check that the tire of car is good or not. And we also keep with us that type of pumps. If there is puncture on highways, then what you do? You have to change the wheel, right? So we called it spare wheel also, right? So that spare wheel is must be filled with air. So that's why you need air to fill things. And if you not fill air in tire, your vehicle not move easily, right? So you have to stay as it is. If you have bicycle or if you have small vehicle like bike or anything, you can ride it. But if you have big vehicle like car, so you cannot move car without filled tire, right? So we use air to fill things. You can see here windmill which is move because of air, and aeroplanes are also move because of air. This is the windmill, right? But it is small windmill which you all are playing, right? When you are going in fair, you can see one balloon seller who is selling this type of windmill, small windmill, right? It is very easy to make, right? So it is windmill. The windmill move because of air, right? Then air is needed for burning. Now you think in your mind that in birthday party you all are use candles, right? So what you do to blow candle? You are using matchstick, and then you throw air on candle, right? Then what happen? The candle stop burning. Yes or no? Right? So how it is possible that air is needed for burning? Right? You not understand. Let's see how it is possible. Air is needed for burning. But how it is possible? As I told you, that different type of gases in atmosphere. So one gas we need to burn things, start fire, and one gas if not get to fire, then the fire is not blowing, right? So what we need to put out candle is air. So let's see what happened. So first let's see one experiment. So what we need for this, we need one empty glass, not filled with water, right? Candle and matchbox, right? So these three things we need to do this experiment: empty glass, candle, and one matchstick, right? So let's see how it is possible. So here first we take one candle, right? So what we do with this candle, we fire it. We need one matchstick, right? So when you blow this, here you can see. Now what you have to do, you have to take one glass. What we do this with glass, we have to put this glass on candle. As we know that air is all around us, it means in that glass there is air but we cannot see it, right? So now when you put this glass on candle, slowly the candle is stop the burning, right? Because of air, the candle is burning. If you stop the air, right, so what happen? The candle stop burning, right? So that's why we need air to burning. Here you can see open candle which is burning, and you can see second candle which is not burning. Why? Because of that glass, right? So that's why we need air to burning. So what we learned today? Today we learn about uses of air. So I hope you all enjoy this lecture and you learn what we do today, right? So take care of yourself and stay healthy.